Guys, I am super excited about this next interview because today we have the legendary Dr. Wayne Wood. He's a historian at large for the Jacksonville History Center, artist and founder of some of Jacksonville's favorite attractions like Riverside Arts Market, Friends of James Weldon Johnson Park, and Riverside Avondale Preservation. And I've known this gentleman for a very long time. It is so good to see you,
David,
Doctor.
it's so good to be with you.
Man, I'm telling you, you're one of my favorite Jacksonvillians.
Oh, you're
like, no, really, because you've done so much work to help create such an amazing place that we call home, right? And my neighborhood is Riverside and Avondale. That's where I've lived since I was, a teenager. And so, thank you, man. Like, first and foremost, I really appreciate all the work that you've done. So, you have this presentation coming up on April 22nd about Florida and specifically Jacksonville, right? And architectural heritage. So tell us a little bit about the event and the prominent architects who had such a big influence on the Jacksonville area and created some of the great places that I've lived.
Well, next Tuesday night, April 22nd, I'm doing a lecture called Frank Lloyd Wright and His Influence on Florida Architecture. Now, this is going to be at the Scottish Rite Masonic Temple on Hubbard Street.
Yes, sir.
965 Hubbard Street, which is one of Jacksonville's coolest buildings.
It is cool.
And it's a free event. It's sponsored by SPAR, Springfield Preservation and Revitalization.
Yes, sir.
And we hope that all of your viewers will come join us. It's a free event, but I'm going to be talking about Frank Lloyd Wright and his influence on Jacksonville architecture. Now, Frank Lloyd Wright, by many people, is thought to have been the most influential and important architect of all time.
Right.
But he had a great influence on Jacksonville's greatest architect, Henry John Clutho. Now, Clutho came to Jacksonville in 1901 after the Great Fire, where the entire downtown of Jacksonville was destroyed.
Yeah.
Yes. And so Clutho was doing classical style architecture, but in 1904 he meets Frank Lloyd Wright and is blown away by Wright's radical new modern approach to architecture. And so Clutho starts designing buildings in this new radical style. They were radical then, and they're still avant-garde even today as you see these buildings. And so Clutho went on to design the Seminole Hotel, Morocco Temple, Criminal Court Building, the Germania Club, and his magnum opus was the City Hall of Jacksonville today, which was originally built as Cohen Brothers Department Store.
Oh, interesting.
In 1993, the city took over this abandoned department store and made it into one of the most beautiful city halls in America. So my talk is going to be on the confluence of Frank Lloyd Wright and his influence on Clutho, and because of his affiliation with Frank Lloyd Wright, Clutho became Jacksonville's greatest architect, and certainly because of Frank Lloyd Wright, Jacksonville has more prairie-style architecture, the style of Frank Lloyd Wright, than any other city outside the Midwest.
No way!
Absolutely.
That's cool. We have such a rich history here. I love hearing you talk about Jacksonville. It's very cool. So let me ask you, if you had to pick one structure, one house that's your favorite right now, which would it be?
Well, the house that my wife Lan and I live in on Riverside Avenue is a prairie-style house. It's one of the preeminent prairie-style houses in Jacksonville, and we love it. It's like living in a work of art. The greatest building in Jacksonville, though, is the St. James building designed by Clutho. And one of the cool things about our presentation on Tuesday night is it's going to be in the Scottish Rite Temple.
Right.
Now, Clutho didn't design that building. It was designed by architect Roy Benjamin in 1924. But this is one of Jacksonville's most mysterious and very rarely seen buildings. It has these carved eagles you're seeing on your screen, Egyptian figures and hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
And the interior of it carries on this mystical Egyptian theme. And so we're going to do tours of the building after my talk, and although most of the Masonic Shriners get to see this building all the time, the general public has never seen it.
It's
so
cool.
This is your chance to hear me talk about Frank Lloyd Wright and Clutho and Jacksonville architecture, and get to take a tour of this very cool building that you'll probably not have
otherwise
seen
be able to see. And I can say from first, I've seen it, and I've been into the actual like their hall, where they have all the pictures of like framed around the deal. It is a cool building. There's so much history inside that space. It's fantastic. Dr. Wood, thank you so very much for being on the show today. I love Dr. Wayne Wood. He is the man. So real quick before I let you go, I'd be remiss. I almost forgot to ask details. So how do we find out more information about your talk?
You can go on the SPAR website, but just come to it. It's 6 o'clock Tuesday night at the Masonic Temple at 965 Hubbard Street, and you'll get your welcome. We have a big auditorium so we can seat lots of people. Come on down and see the program and take the tour.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Wood. Really appreciate it. Guys, stick around. We'll be right back.